Hello and welcome in. Today's tool for Cheerful by Choice, choosing into that happiness and making it easier, we're going to call it the magical pause. And I got a story for you to illustrate this for you. Okay. Today, as I'm recording this, it's one of my kids' birthday. He's my second born. He was a single baby, although he was considered and debated over whether he really was only one, because he ended up being 9 pounds and 13 ounces. But we didn't know that. We were expecting him to only be about 7 pounds. So on the day of his birth, 19 years ago, I was just sitting there. I thought, I think it's time to go to the hospital. Yeah, I think we should go now. And I calmly sent my older boy over to the neighbors, and we drove over to the hospital, and we got there and they said, "Hi, welcome. Why are you here?" I just feel like I should be here. Oh, okay. And they checked me and they said, no, I think you should go home. There's no reason for you to be here. And I insisted and said, no, I think I should be here. I just feel like I should be here. And so they said, okay, well, we'll watch you for a minute or two, right? And a little while later, somebody else came in and they said, no, you're not having a baby today. There's no reason for you to be here and you should go home. And I said, no, I think I should be here. I just feel like I should be here. And I insisted on staying. And so this nurse, I'm sure she's a little exasperated. She finally says, well, fine, your doctor's here. I'll let him tell you himself that you should go home. And so a little while later, my doctor comes in and he says, what are you doing here? I thought they said you should go home. And I said, yeah, I really feel like I should just be here today. And I wasn't in any pain or discomfort or anything like that. There were no real signs logically that I should be there. So as I'm telling this story, I want you to relate this to your own experiences, not necessarily in having children, but in your goals and how you feel. Is there something that you just feel like you should be doing? Something you just feel is the way to go? Wow. I ended up saying, no, I feel like I should be here. I just feel like I should. And so my doctor checks me out and he says, oh, it looks like we're having a baby today. What if I had decided to not listen to my gut? What if I had listened to the other people tell me I should go home? So my husband is there the whole time, just there. And he practiced so good the magical pause. So what is the magical pause? He held his peace. He didn't try. And I can't even imagine how hard that must have been for him to be like, the doctors are all telling us we should go home. And I'm just going to stand here and not agree with them and not say anything anywhere. And what a good example for me to use that magical pause. So magical pause, when you pause something, it just stops and you stay in that moment, right? You stay in that belief, in that trust. You sit in that moment, trust your gut, and you trust that you have been inspired. You trust that you do have something going on. So my son was born that day, obviously. It was his birthday. And it was great. It was just a wonderful experience that totally transformed my life. Obviously, then I was a mother of 2 instead of just 1. And now he is still inspiring me. And I want you to consider those inspirations and things that you're getting at this moment. What is it that you feel like maybe you could do a little bit more trust of yourself? Trust yourself. That gut feeling is there for a reason. It's there to protect you and tell you where to go. And if you can trust yourself, just a little bit more, what would happen? What if you just tried one more day? What if you just kept believing that you're right? You are right. That was inspiration. You have amazing ideas. And you're right. Regardless of what everybody else says, if they're saying there's no reason for you to be here, I just feel like I should be here today. What life transforming experiences are waiting for you? Okay, so how do we use this magical pause? That's pretty much it. You just remind yourself and hold your peace. Hold those things in your heart. This works in so many places. Where else could it work other than just having a baby or not? It could work in relationships. I write a little bit more about it in my book, The Frame Formula. The examples that I use in there are about my kids and building relationships with them. My oldest, he's experienced a lot of challenges in actually voicing his opinion and speaking. If I wait long enough, he'll be like, oh, okay, it is my turn to talk. And then he'll share his thoughts. One of my other kids has a hard time not talking. And so when I realized that this is when I realized that the magical pause is so massively important. It's not just counting to 10 to tame your anger and control your emotions. It's so much bigger than that. But I was waiting for him to stop talking. And I thought to myself, oh, is he ever going to stop talking? And then I reprimanded myself right away and said, no, he's talking for a reason. Go ahead and listen to him. Give him another minute. Why don't I just pause myself so that he can have a turn? And I could see a change in his countenance when he got to this point where he thought, okay, mom really is going to listen to me. And he said, Mom, I have something that's bothering me. He had a problem that he needed me to help him with, but he wasn't going to open up if he wasn't sure that I could be trusted with his heart. And that's what the magical pause does. It creates more trust. And we trust our gut. We trust each other. We build trust by pausing and just hold on. Don't jump to a conclusion. Just wait and see what the truth really is, and wait and see, are they going to just never ever talk, or are they waiting their turn? Is this experience of some magical proportion that's waiting to transform your life? Is it waiting to see if you're actually going to show up every day? And how much trust is there for Heavenly Father, for the universe, whatever kind of higher power that you believe in? How much trust is there for, I'm going to call him God, how much trust is there for God to be able to give you that experience and that responsibility? Because our dreams that we manifest always come with consequences. Basically, if you're going to pick up a blessing, it's going to have other stuff come with it in order to keep and maintain that blessing. Okay, so I trust that you can trust yourself. I know that you're amazing and you're here for a purpose, on purpose. And I trust that your gut will tell you which direction to go. Use this magical pause. That's the message this week. Our tool that we're working on this week is to just control and manage our emotions a little bit more, manage our thoughts and our words that we're saying, and have a pause. Just hold that energy and that trust in yourself and the outcome that's going to be on your doorstep. All right. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.